Apparently yesterday, while I was live streaming Monster Hunter Rise, a new trailer dropped for Xenoblade Chronicles 3, which is also going to be updating the release date of the game, because a lot of people already told me that the game's going to be released on the 29th of July. So first we'll watch the trailer, then I'll do my pause thing, and then I'll tell you how miserable I feel about the new release date. Let's go. Wait, let me max out the volume for this.
There you are! You monsters!
Cut it out! We're your friends here!
Did they order you to destroy Ouroboros too?
The world, our enemy.
Even though we're being chased by both nations at once.
Wait, there was what's the name of their race? I can't pause yet. Never mind. I'll pause afterwards.
There has to be.
That's why!
Let's go!
Come here! I got something for you!
Ooh.
What is that thing?
You've got a real death wish.
Holy crap.
Now, kids, you share a common destiny.
I felt her thoughts. There were so many. And then they were a part of me.
How are you inside me?
Hold on.
Are we?
There's sparks in me yet!
Hang in there! You're again!
Come here! Noah!
Mimi!
Let's get stuck in!
Yeah, will do.
Let's get stuck in, really?
Form via a strong desire or emotion.
Stay out of your league.
Henceforth, all orders are rescinded. Eliminate Ouroboros at all costs.
That is my revenge. It's payback for Nimue dying with her wish unfulfilled.
It's a wild ride, this passage of fate. We got ourselves a nice little awakening.
Why is my name on here?
My way demands we fight. Come then, and test your mettle against my lance.
Skells!
Run out of help with fighting!
I've never used this kind of blade before. But all the techniques I can use with it are flashing before my eyes.
The only thing that can change all this is the will of Ouroboros. You kids, and you alone.
Not that I have all that much time to spare, but soon.
Finding a path that lets us all live. I will make that my mission.
As confusing and cryptic as ever, but there were a lot of very interesting reveals. A lot of very interesting, like gameplay, especially gameplay stuff. Special edition with art book. Dude. Okay, so first things first. This right here, this is a problem. So, where is it? Here it is. This right here, this is a problem. This is a big problem. How dare you? You said September. Now, the 29th of July doesn't sound like September to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, they specifically said September. This is not September. I don't know if the 7 threw you off. Because, like, September, 7. No, 7 is July. Wouldn't it be amazing if like some intern actually messed it up and they're like, September. That's 7, right? Yeah. The 29th to the 7th. It's like, what? Dude. And so obviously the reason that's bad is because, you know, we'll only have like 1 month to enjoy Monster Hunter Rise, the Sunbreak. That's not going to be enough. Like, I'll be lucky if within the first month I have all of my guides out, which means that Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is going to be taking, you know, it's going to be a little bit later, which kind of sucks. If you don't know that September is 7, you shouldn't be working as an intern. September used to be the 7th month, but some Roman dudes wanted their own months. It's like, listen, I don't care. September is September. Here it says July. So yeah, obviously there's going to be problems with that because it's going to conflict with, 1 month into a Monster Hunter game. That's like, dude, you've barely scratched the surface at that point. Depending on how much you actually play it, obviously, because I mean, if you're playing it 24/7, then I guess you will have scratched the surface. I know that for me, with 2 kids, 1 month into a Monster Hunter game, I've barely scratched the surface. I've barely scratched. Well, all I can do is hope that we get some really early access, but we'll see how that works out. Anyway, I want to actually go over some of the things that we see in the trailer here. So clearly here she's being, I don't know, mind controlled by something. She's got that red eye. I like this idea here. There's like just a big, gigantic boss fight, particularly because according to some of the combat that we see, it implies that this is going to be one of the most complex combat systems that we've seen so far in Xenoblade, because you got skells, you got character forms, you got, like, I'm assuming still elemental combos and stuff like that, elemental bursts. Like, you put all those things together, and one of the things that they need to do is they need to make sure that monsters have enough hit points for you to actually flex out these combos. Because one of the worst things about the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 combat was that it was incredibly satisfying once you understood how it worked. But after you understood how it worked, you also realized most monsters didn't have enough hit points for you to really do the super mega combos. Like, they'll die. If you know what you're doing, most of the times, they would die before you would really get to flex out the combos.
Cut it out! We're your friends here!
Did they order you to destroy Ouroboros too?
There's always the friggin', like, I'm sure that whoever is the story writer for Xenoblade, he's got something against the Christian church or something, because, like, these guys always end up being the worst villains. Notice how he also has a red eye, although it's on the other side. So this probably implies some kind of, like, faction that is able to control people or something like that. That's what I would imagine. And see, this is what I was talking about. I don't know if I missed it on the first trailer or if I was just like too sleep deprived to notice it. I probably was too sleep deprived or still thinking about Meteon from Final Fantasy XIV. But like this right here, this is Melia, right? That's the name of the race, Melia, if I remember correctly. Like those are the Melia. And yeah, Entia, that's it. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Tummy Giggles. Entia. Melia was the character, idiot. The High Entia. Yeah, so these were only in Xenoblade Chronicles 1. They were not in Xenoblade Chronicles 2. So they're making a comeback.
There's a reason we met. There has to be.
Let's go!
One thing that I instantly have to say, dude, I love how colorful it is. I know that for a lot of people, this is a bit of a turnoff, but it's like if how colorful a game is a turnoff to you, do not get into Xenoblade Chronicles 3. It's just that simple. Just don't get into it. So we got Overclock, Buster, Dazed, Ground. Oh, so this gives enemies Dazed. So we're still going to have the same systems of like going through, side breaks. So there you go. You go break, and then what was it? It was break. And then, or was it days and then break? I don't know. But it's like, you have like a sequence of events that would have to happen, which in Xenoblade Chronicles 2 would also go all the way up to launch and then dunk. And yeah, topple, launch, dunk. There's all of these crazy things, which is really, really cool. I like that a lot. So that's also going to be one of the systems. That's without even talking about, then you also have your chain attacks. You have your elemental bursts and all this crazy nonsense. And on top of it, they're adding a new mechanic to it where you're actually merging these characters with what they show in the trailer. Now, one of the things about this is, like, as a Xenoblade Chronicles fan, I'm super excited about it. I'm super down for it. But if you're someone who's considering coming into this completely fresh, it's going to be harder for people to get into it, because I think it's going to be the most complex combat system we've ever seen in a Xenoblade Chronicles game. Although I will say, for people that play Final Fantasy 14 as a melee job, you know, they'll be much more used to positionals because this has positionals. Oh yeah, right. The number of characters, that was one of the things that surprised me. Now I almost forgot them. Wait, not 7, 6 characters. What do you mean 7? I only see 6 here. Maybe in another scene we'll see more. Dude, this reminds me of like Evangelion when the what was the name? I think it was Eva Unit 2 like broke free of the shackles and go like with the freaking teeth. But that's not a skull.
Share a common destiny.
I felt her thoughts. There were so many. And then
So it seems like each character is going to have a partner, so you don't actually get to pick. These characters come preordained with a partner.
how are you inside me?
Okay, this one didn't translate very well. So someone in the localization team should have thought this one a little bit better. Okay? Like this sentence right here.
How are you inside me?
Like somebody should have thought that one just a little bit better in the localization team because that one does not translate very good. So they merge, they become one character, and then Mega Spinning Edge, Phantom Slash, Bounding End. I'm assuming that all of these are going to be customizable depending on what you want to do. No End Mio. Looks like there's a warning, so probably like a cooldown system maybe. I don't know what these buffs are over here. The up. Evasion up, attack up. Okay. Although it's not particularly intuitive which is which because they're just like arrows pointing up. At least different colors maybe. This is them merging. That one is a reference, by the way. That right there.
Stuck in.
Let's get stuck in.
Let's get stuck in.
That's a reference to Ryan, straight up. Like, didn't Ryan used to say that all the time? If I remember correctly, I think that Ryan used to say that all of the time. Let's get stuck in. I mean, that and it's Ryan time. So Blades are an install now? Dude, I have no idea. These games are always so mysterious with their trailers that you'd need to be like a super lore buff of Xenoblade to understand anything that's going on. Not during the game itself, though. Like, don't think of this almost like from software. It ain't nothing like that. You'll understand the story. But it will be a mindfuck. The soundtrack is sounding friggin' amazing, by the way. Like, listen to this. Because, like, this is also one of the most underrated things about Xenoblade games. Like, listen to this.
Henceforth, all orders are rescinded.
It's so good, dude. It's so good. Like, I feel like they get shafted when it comes to their soundtrack for some reason. Like, I meet very few people. I mean, apart from you guys, obviously, that hang out and chat with me and whatnot and in YouTube comment sections. Most of you will recognize that this game has fantastic soundtrack. But most people, like even some people that play through the game, they'll just be like, oh, whatever, it was okay. It's like, what the fuck do you mean it was okay? The soundtrack is amazing. Wait. Am I imagining things? Or does this guy look like the hero? Am I imagining things? Like, guys remember from what was his name? I forget his name. Let me see if I grab, yeah, this guy. Just grab the image here. Am I imagining things here, chat? Yeah, Adam. Just Animu, same face? Yeah, eye color. Eye color is different. That's what gives it away. But it just felt very similar for some reason.
It's a wild ride, this passage of fate. We got ourselves a nice little awakening.
Why is my name on
That is really cool.
My way demands we fight.
Skells. Skells, guys. I mean, come on. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be actually Skells. This is going to be the first time that they come back, isn't it? I mean, if we can control them, that is. I think this is the first time they come back since Xenoblade Chronicles X. Wait, let me see that one. Myopic screen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You were right. 7 characters. And what the last one is a pair of no-pawns. You were actually correct. 7 characters. Maybe even 8 if you don't have no... Dude, but this is insane. This is completely crazy. What the hell? Look at all of these characters. How's the game going to be able to manage this? Because those of you who played like Xenoblade 2 on the Switch, you'll remember, like, if you were playing portable and there was a lot of action on screen, damn game would go down to 240p. Which I don't mind because the art style still carries it. But like, if you're going to add all of these characters in, how the hell are you going to maintain the game playable? Like, this has to be some crazy juice they're talking about here. Potentially this game is been developed already with the next Switch model in mind. I don't know. And in here we also have 7. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that means that one of them doesn't get a pair. One of them is probably going to be kind of like more of a supporty character, so you'll have 3 pairs and a supporty character.
All the techniques I can use with it are flashing before my eyes.
The only thing that can change all this
Young Van Damme.
Boros. You kids and you alone.
Wonder if there's going to be time travel.
But soon, finding a path that lets us all in. I will make that my mission.
I don't know, dude. I'm super hyped. I just wish it wasn't this early. I really do. It's so close. It is so tight to Monster Hunter Rise that for me to do coverage on both of them is going to end up being a friggin' nightmare. But I'm definitely hyped for it, for sure.